Hello and welcome to the Clockwork 42 channel. I am the Muse, out here in the dark corners of YouTube, lurking, waiting to deliver inspiration to all. What's up, people? I just got my first Mezco 112 collective figure. Today I'm going to unbox it, share my thoughts. By collectors, for collectors, except for the shipping and packing department. We'll get to that in a moment. Check this out. Whoosh. I was lucky enough to get in on the order to get myself the Hoodz Vapor figure. Very first Mezco figure. This is going to be a gateway figure. We have yet to see. First thing I'm going to do, quick lunchbox comparison. Take a look at my Grendel lunchbox. A little bit more detail on the handle. It feels a bit more sturdier when it comes to the construction. I think it has to do with how the hardware is placed. The tin here, it's more of a collectible tin, not a lunchbox. Just kind of unfortunate because I would absolutely use this as a lunchbox. It's got a good size to it. It just doesn't feel like it has the same durability to it. And you look at how the light reflects on that corner. Got a small dent on the corner. I blame half of this on Mezco, the other half on FedEx. It could have been packed a little bit better inside the box, and it could have been handled a bit better in transit. Aside from that, everything else is perfect. A lot of nice artwork on the tin, and that is the only blemish that I found. Is it a deal breaker? No. Is it disappointing? Of course it is. By collectors, for collectors, I expect it to arrive as if it was packed by a collector like myself. Hey, stuff happens. Inside the package, or inside the box, I should say, we also get a Mezco figure. Mine is black, it comes with a boombox, and I didn't realize these had a little bit of articulation. Legs twist, the arms move up and down, the head moves, the waist swivel. A fun little background character to add. I dig it. Alright, time to unbox. A couple papers, product info. It's an adult collectible. Handle it accordingly. And there is a lot to unbox. I was not expecting this. Yeah, I get stupid here pulling this tray out, but I figure it out right now. And yet another tray to pull out. And we get a sticker sheet as well. I thought it would be bigger for some reason, but it's cool. I think we get a sneak preview. 3 more boys from the hood coming eventually. Am I going to buy 3 more? I don't know. But look at this stuff. Get a nice base, flight stand, backpack, balaclava mask. Get 3 more clothing options. We're just getting started. Hat, headphones, gas mask, sketchbook, paints. I love the rattle feature in the spray cans, but I really love this functional, or I should say, functional movement of the bolt cutters. You know, it could have been a static piece, either open or closed, but this is going the extra mile. You know, in my opinion, it's a really fun accessory. I mean, for something as simple as it is, it really adds a lot. Alright, let's take a closer look at Vapor. The very first unboxing. Slide all the plastic bits off. Immediately, you see a lot of attitude and expression in the portrait. Flocking is nice and soft. The last time I felt anything flocked on an action figure, it was dry and crunchy. I'm going to start testing the movements. It's my typical routine with new figures. Just pull them out, start moving parts, make sure everything functions the way it's supposed to. Maybe have a little fun along the way. What's up, homie? The movement is really smooth, feels nice, nothing feels stiff. Comes out of the package with fist hands on him, but I don't feel like he's ready to fight. Not yet. Just kind of moving the arms around, trying to figure out what's going on in the shoulder. It's been a few days since I've filmed this. I like to spend some time with the figure, kind of collect my thoughts on it before I try and express those thoughts. And this is really great. Simple stretch pose. A lot of action figures cannot do this. Very simple human movement. Double jointed knees, the feet on a ball peg. There is a thigh swivel under there as well. You get some restriction with the clothing. That's to be expected. Overall, it moves really well. You got the wrist pegs that you see on a lot of higher end figures. Allows for universal movement, positioning. Am I all in on Mezco after this? No. I felt this phone was unique enough that I was willing to sample it. The only other figure that I almost got was Baron Ben's, but I snoozed on that. Now, when I first saw this, I thought it was a custom. Thought to myself, oh, cool. But then I found out it was a Mezco. Thought to myself, well, I guess that sold out. But there's a date and a time on when this was going up for order. Decided to take a chance. And I think I got lucky. Well, except for the dinged box, but still, getting a hold of one of these when they first release is no small task. You know, like I said, by the time I see it on social media, it's sold out. As you can see, he's got a good range of motion with his articulation features. The feet are going to take a little getting used to. And again, I start trying to pose him up like he's going to box. We're not there yet. In figures with cloth goods, I got to get used to posing the figure and then adjusting the clothes afterwards. Otherwise, I feel like I'm tugging and pulling every time I move them. Stitching looks pretty nice. Nice tight stitching pattern. And I thought this would stand out to me more than it does. On camera or up close, yeah, it's noticeable. But right now when I look at him over there on the shelf, he just blends right in. I think that's been one of my deterrents when it comes to these figures is just the stitching, or just feeling like it stands out. But it really doesn't. Like any minor blemish on a figure, once you set it up in your display, it kind of disappears. I like the boots. They have their own tread pattern. F on the white boot, M on the work boot. I said white boot. Is it sneaker? I don't know about y'all, but I cannot wear white shoes. That's more my speed. I'll show you the bottom again in case you didn't see the peg holes. This is actually a pretty good figure. I'm really liking them. There is a lot to unpack, and I'm not going to unpack it all in this video, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on my first experience with this lineup. There's so much attitude and expression. And another thing with cloth goods on figures, sometimes it looks kind of baggy, or you hear people say it looks like pajamas. I'm not feeling that with this figure. The slight bagginess of the shirt and the pants I feel is appropriate for that kind of urban aesthetic. But this is special. The middle finger, the bird flipping hands. I feel like a lot of action figures would benefit from this hand gesture. Lobo, Wolverine, Harley Quinn, Deadpool. It's almost as if Mezco has given the finger to all these other companies that can't do this or won't. It's a great feature for an adult collectible. I mean, we're going to do silly stuff with our figures. Why not have them flipping the bird? And it really goes with the character's expression, or expressions, I should say. We have 3 other head sculpts. I'll be working with those when I try and take photos. You see some of those on my Instagram page. Curiosity got the best of me, so I had to pull his shirt off, see what was going on under there. It felt like there was a butterfly joint, but no. He does have a good range of motion in the shoulders, though. If we wanted a two-handed grip, we could do that. I'll show you the diaphragm and waist articulation again. And he moves really well. Dudes with this physique are biters. Double ball in the upper part of the neck. I think that's a really good feature. They're pretty well engineered. When it comes to size, you'll see that he'll fit in to the 6-inch range. We got Shang-Chi in the back, Mr. Hyde, Mythic Legion's Calavius, McFarlane Toys, Fortnite Night Hair, Bombshell Harley Quinn, and we got a Shield Agent hanging out in back there. And you can see Vapor has his own aesthetic. I'm sure he'd fit well with Rumble Society figures and other Mezco figures. I think he could fit into a Fortnite display. He has that kind of unique look to him. And that's probably why I bought him, really. Just he was so unique. He has a lot of great accessories. And it's fun to pose around. I'm still getting used to working with this. Like I said, my first Mezco. I'm glad I picked him up. and stare down Batman. He ain't gonna flinch. It's a pretty weak Batman pose. I just pulled him out of a display, so there's reasons. Not the best walking profile. Can't win them all. Guess the only question that's left is, can he ride a dragon? Of course he can ride a dragon. With gusto. This guy's a lot of fun. I got so many more poses I want to play with. A lot more accessories we got to crack into, play around with. Unfortunately, this guy is now on waitlist only. Like, these sell out within minutes when they go up for order. Pre-orders sell out a few minutes after that, and then maybe you can get on a waitlist and get lucky. Scale of fun to 10. Absolutely. Great figure. Thanks for checking this out. I'll see you next time.